Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is May the 25th, 2022, and this is the day they closed the Lincoln National Forest to camping and other things. And this is the road 220 that goes to Fort Stanton, and on the left is Rob Jaggers BLM Bureau of Land Management campground, and then on the right is some Bureau of Land Management camping in the Lincoln National Forest. And I just thought we'd drive around and see the closed signs. Won't that be exciting? So let's go see. I want to see if they're officially closed, or if this somebody left a comment this morning that Rob Jaggers BLM campground was closed. Well, is it? Let's go see. And I'm going to see if they've got signs up that show closed or anything. We'll see. It looks like there's one down here with red letters on it, and we'll see. They may not have gotten here to put all the stuff out. This one it just shows fire restrictions, and the gate is open. Now this goes to a BLM camping area. It's called Fort Stanton Snowy River Cave National Conservation Area, and looks like you can drive right in there. Gates open. Maybe they just haven't got to it to lock it up. I don't know. Or maybe it's not going to be closed and this area will be open. I don't know. Go to step 2 now. Yeah, this is near Ruidoso, New Mexico, and near Capitan, New Mexico. We're probably 20 miles from Ruidoso going straight on 220, winding around. And then if we went back around the other way, we'd go to Capitan, which is about 5 miles away, 6 miles approximately. Beautiful day, another hot, dry day, just what the firefighters need for all the forest fires in New Mexico and Colorado and Arizona. But let's see what we've got here. I don't see anything there on that entrance. It's not closed either, and there's no sign. Again, that's Bureau of Land Management land, but it is on Lincoln National Forest areas, I think. Now we'll go down here to Rob Jaggers and see if there is a closed sign here. Well, actually it must be, because there's no campers, and yesterday when I came out here there were. So apparently they have shut this place down. Rob Jaggers appears to be closed, but for the official word, we'll go up here to the pay booth. It'd be very coincidental that no one is here, you understand? I don't, unless they, yeah, it says right here. There's a big yellow and red sign. It says closed, fire hazard, entry by permit only. Okay. Okay, it says closed. So if this is closed, more than likely the other areas are closed also, but I don't see any signs there. So that concludes my survey of this BLM area, and now we will just drive and talk. And what I'm going to drive and talk about is work camping. Okay, why? Well, because I'm 76 years old, I know, and I got all kind of crap going on. I do all kinds of stuff. You know, I buy homes, sell homes, do all kinds of things. But the bottom line is I do that to stay busy. Now, if you volunteer at these national monuments, national parks, state parks, and whatever, they want you to be available. They want you, quote, on the job like 32 hours a week, 4 days a week. I've done it before. I did it at Hovenweep National Monument, and also volunteered at Gila Cliff Dwellings. At Gila Cliff Dwellings, I was only there about, 2 months, and there was a fire in the Gila National Forest, and they had to shut her down, so we evacuated, and that was the end of that. But Is it interesting? Yeah, it is. You meet some really interesting people that are volunteers also, and the people, the tourists, of course, come from all over the world. And is that interesting? Oh, hell yeah, yeah, yeah. You meet it. It just opens your mind. And am I considering doing that again? Well, I have to be quite frank with you. You know me. If there's a hot air balloon around, I'm in it. But yeah, I am. I'm actually going to look at some opportunities with the at smaller places. I don't want to be at Yosemite or any place like that. Where it's just busy, 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 busy. But if it's something I think I can do, like light duty, but they need a human there, then yeah, I'm good for that. And as long as I can get my exercise, my walking, which I do every day, as you know, then I'll do that. And some of these national park deals, they give you a little per diem to help offset the cost of having to go get groceries and stuff. And they usually give you a free camping spot, but you're not there to make money. You can forget that. You're not going to get rich doing that, but it is a way possibly to offset some of your expenses on the road. But I'm looking into it right now. I've already made one contact, and we'll see. The only downside for me is, again, I'm 76 and I've outlived all my references, and I haven't had a job. In fact, the last thing I guess I'd call a job was a volunteer at Hovenweep, and that's been, my God, 10 years ago and or more. But as far as personal references or anything, I don't have any. I know some guys I played golf with if they're still alive, but they don't know me well enough to give me, I guess what you'd call a business or reference or an employment reference. But anyway, I'm just cruising down, shooting my mouth off. But this is Fort Stanton right here, and this wouldn't be a bad place to volunteer. I'm sure they put volunteers on all the time, and but. If I'm going to volunteer somewhere, I'd go to and if I get into the volunteer network, so to speak, which again, this is all just really premature because I just really put my finger in the pie yesterday evening. Well, actually, what it was, for some reason, my day finished a little earlier than I did, and I was sitting there in bed and I'm thinking, I'm not sleepy at all, so I got to thinking, well, okay, let's come up with something to do here. And I thought, let's check on doing something. Let's check on getting busy. Maybe that's one of my issues is I need to stay busier. And we'll see. But anyway, just putting that out there. And then again, this is Fort Stanton. They've done a lot of remodeling here, and they've fixed the drain work and stuff. And they've got an electrician there now, or plumber, fixing something. But this is a nice place right here. This is interesting. But Fort Stanton, and of course I have a home at Fort Clark Springs in Texas, which was built in the 1850s. During the major migration westward and so forth. And I'm going to turn around right here. Well, let's go around this way. The road's open. But yeah, so there's a lot of forts and stuff that are run by national parks and stuff. But anyway, enough said about that. Let's move on, Rusty. Back to these closures at these national parks and so forth. Now, as far as Valley of Fire's Bureau of Land Management being open, I would think it is open. Why? Because it's not near. There's no forest around there. It's desert. It's near Carrizozo, New Mexico, and yeah, it's right off 380 going west, about 4 miles out of Carrizozo. So yeah, but it'll probably be slammed because when you start closing down the Lincoln National Forest, which covers over 1 million acres, there's a lot of campers out there that are going to be looking for a new home, and particularly these people that full-time RV or live in their RVs. Yeah, they're out there right now, just busier than bees. Trying to find a spot, and what they're finding is, hell, there's around Las Vegas, New Mexico, most of that's closed. Taos, some of that's closed. Santa Fe, some of that's closed. In Arizona, they got places that are closed, and Colorado. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting camping period here until we get into the monsoons and put some of these fires out. But if you're out there camping, no campfires, guys. If you're smoking cigarettes, smoke inside your car. Do yourself a favor and the rest of the world. You realize they actually have a post office here? Fort Stanton Post Office. I mean, they do. And if you have a post office, you got to have a postmaster, okay? And so anyway, moving along, move along, Rusty. So here's to me, here's to you, and looking forward to. I got a builder coming by today about 1:30. I was contemplating building a place here in Capitan, but we'll see. You know, I mean, I've got a lot of plans. You know me, guys. I got my place for sale in Texas. But I am a perpetual dreamer. I do like adventure. And being an interpretive ranger or camp host at state, national parks, whatever, it's really interesting. I mean, and you know, the only thing I don't like about them, I'm not big on cleaning restrooms. That's not one of my favorite things to do. Even though it's not difficult, I'm just not a good house cleaner. Two is, you know, picking up trash and stuff. I don't mind that. And as far as mowing and stuff like that, I don't mind that either if it's not 110 degrees and they've got equipment that works, you know. But again, I'm not gonna kill myself to make life an adventure. Does that make sense? So what else we got, guys? But what, again, it's fun to be around people. I enjoy it when people come by to visit me here in Capitan that have watched my YouTube channel for years. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, we can sit there and swap lies and have a beer. That's life. You know, that's what you call living. You know, but so we'll see how everything shakes out. The builder was supposed to be here this morning at 10, and they changed that to, or he changed it to 1:30. So we're getting off to a left-footed start. It's not all bad, I guess. But things, you know, guys, I've hammered on this. I've said it a million times. If it is to be, it is up to me. You follow that? In other words, if you're sitting in somewhere, and I've done it myself, I'm guilty. I'm not going to say I'm not. But, and you think you're bored or there's nothing to do, then it's incumbent upon you personally to get things going, to get the motor started. If the engine died or ran out of gas or whatever it did, you have to fix it and get it going again. And that is so damn frustrating because it is so much easier to sit in a recliner or on a couch and bitch. You know what I mean? There just ain't nothing to do. I can't think of anything to do. Well, guys, I'll tell you what. You got to take a single step, hopefully in the right direction. First thing is get up. That's one. Two, walk outside. Just walk outside. All right? Now, if it's 110 degrees or minus 50, you got, you know, use your good judgment. But walk outside. That's a start. And don't take a headset and earmuffs, and earphones, all that crap. Let your mind go free. Turn it loose. You know what I mean? Let the bird out of the cage, so to speak. Just do some freewheeling thinking. You know what I mean? And believe me, it won't take long. You'll be doing some little project, I promise you. How it works, I don't know. But the mind is an interesting thing. And you point it in a direction, and I guarantee you it'll get rolling. I guarantee it. Or your money back. Oh, he'd come in here. Sorry. Give me plenty of room. You know, what are the odds of me meeting him here? You know, there's only 2 cars on the whole damn road. And, you know, I remember I used to know a guy that was a professional gambler. And with him, everything was odds. Everything was odds. In fact, like right then, I just pulled up to that stop sign and I said, what are the odds of that guy being there? He would actually try to figure out those odds. You know what I mean? Yep. But having said all that, ladies and gentlemen, we're cruising down Highway 380, going west on highway toward Capitan, and we'll see what it says here. Capitan 4 miles, Carrizozo 24. So for those of you who are going to be out camping this weekend, big camping weekend this weekend, Memorial Day weekend 2022. Yep. And so, unfortunately, you're not going to be doing it around here in Ruidoso. And I know a lot of you probably had plans to go to Cloudcroft, but that's part of the Lincoln National Forest. So that's probably closed. But they're not doing it. It's not a conspiracy. What it is they've got so damn many fires going now, they don't have the manpower or the resources like equipment to handle the fires they've got right now. So what they're doing is they're doing a little CYA, to give them time to get these put out. And they're projecting by the end of July to have all of this under control. And what they're banking on too is that June is the monsoon month for this area of the U.S. and New Mexico, and maybe we'll get some rain. They don't get much. I mean, the annual rainfall in Capitan's probably 12 inches a year, so it's not like it floods. But it doesn't take a lot of moisture to prevent fires. So get busy living or get busy dying. But damn it, get busy doing something. So hopefully I'll get a call today. The builder's going to come by, but I give that a 50-50 at best. You know what I mean? Because, well, we'll see. I'm not going to be negative, but I've got another plan, man. I've already moved on now. I've already moved into the future. You know what I mean? And if this deal falls through that I'm looking at volunteering, I'll come up with something else. Hell, I'll go back to Peace Corps. Oh, I doubt that. I'm too old for that one. That's tough. That's tough. I've been there, done that. So, yeah. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're going to go camping, go along the coast. Maybe you'll be safe from forest fires. Anyway, guys, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Carpe diem. Adios. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem. Adios. Bye-bye. Hasta luego. Bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because it doesn't cost you 1 penny. It's a free lunch. And then what else? Drink plenty of water. Really. Stretch, walk, stand guard at the door of your mind. And that's a biggie. Biggie. If you want to watch the news, that's fine, but just don't OD on it. You know what I mean? And then what else? Enjoy your life best you can, man. Try to make your life an adventure. Let me back up. You do you, I do me, and that way we be free. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.